What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So it is 2026. Honestly, hallelujah. 2025 was crazy. It was a good year. It was a bad year. It was kind of like a mix of everything for me. Definitely the most different year of my life. I graduated high school and took a gap year. So 2025 was half the gap year. 2024 was half the gap year, but 2024's half was kind of better. But better and worse in both, like in different ways. I'm thankful for last year, but that being said, I'm excited for a new year. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that you guys have a good new year and just everything like that. Yeah, so I made a video yesterday where I basically showed what I picked up at Happy Pappy's. This is really sick. I love getting these clone figures. And Happy Pappy, actually, okay, literally all of these except for the 501st were from Happy Pappy's within the last like month. So very thankful for that. Oh, so sick. I also, from Happy Pappy's, I picked up this guy. I think his name is Rise, R-Y-S. Yeah, so I picked him up. I picked up other clones from Happy Pappy's, but they specifically, like, they must have bought somebody's collection because they just filled up the shelves with Clone Wars figures. So that's really cool. I changed the display up though because I wanted to have somewhere to put these guys, and well, that is legit full. Like, I can't add any more figures there. And then down here is Jedi, and then this is Sith, as well as like Padme. So I did add the new Padme that I got there. So couldn't really do that there. Then down there is kind of miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, that's where I ended up putting the Scuba Steve or Sev and Turgle. And then the custom Cal is right here. I actually love that figure. I like it so much. I was like, I'm trying not to add too. I don't want this to be cluttered. This table be cluttered, but I was like, I gotta put Cal there. And yeah, we also got the Duel on Mustafar San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack, which is freaking sick. I'm so thankful I was able to pick this up. That was one thing, like, I was like, I want to pick that up before the end of the year because it's already expensive on eBay, and it doesn't look like they're going to restock it, and if they do, it'll sell out. So yeah, I paid way over retail for it, but oh well, I guess, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I didn't have any room for these, so I put a couple. So I mean, if you guys watch the channel, I had 2 Starfighters up here and then 2 Interceptors. The other Interceptor was Darth Vader's, and then the other Starfighter was actually another Stacey Tin's Starfighter. It's his original one from like early 2000s. It's his actual like live action orange one. This is a custom 2008 Starfighter that me and my dad made, and I got him in there. It's on a Clone Wars saucy, but we got him there. And then there's all the actual Starfighters. So I feel like just keeping these is fine. And I also kind of like it because it's like 2 ships and 2 helmets, and then like the clones. There's a gunship right there, clones. And then as a backdrop, I pulled out the cantina, the Mandalorian cantina, and in the corner you can see the droid from Dexter's Diner. That's the thing. And oh, and then also I just got a message from Happy Pappy's that I get $5 off my next purchase. Anyways, Happy Pappy's is so good. I get so much money off of, like, basically if something says it's $60, it's basically 40. Yeah, really good store. But that is the crate that I got from my Anakin figure I got yesterday, and I got it for that reason. It's just world building, you know. You're really able to world build with 3.75, which is why I like it so much. We also got some more clones down here. They actually had that hard case figure at Happy Pappy's. I got him at a toy store kind of near Cleveland for like, what was it, 15 bucks? I got him for pretty cheap. I think he's like 25 at Happy Pappy's. Anyways, this is where I store a lot of my 3.75-inch figures, as well as that whole Lego box is just full of them. But I had the Cantina in here, and then I have since then put the Interceptor, and then I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see the orange there of the Starfighter, and then we got droids and just a lot of stuff. I've not looked in that since I moved those. Well, that must have been a year ago. It had to have been, right? Because I had them all displayed up here. So this is all Lego, obviously, but at one point it was all Black Series, and then I did all 3.75 on this shelf. And then I was like, I want to put Lego on here. So, because just for space, like I put the Razor Crest on that big, you can't really see it, on that big shelf with some Starfighters and helmets. I like the Razor Crest up there because it's a massive set and it's nice. But it's a massive set, but it's kind of shorter, at least for UCS. So putting it up, I really am glad I did that. And then I moved, because Mos Eisley was up there, but then I moved Mos Eisley down. So now you can actually see into Mos Eisley Cantina, which is really good. Yes, this is hanging off a little bit, but we got everybody. I actually don't look at it very much because it's like kind of over here, but I mean, I see, I just don't come up and really examine it, but I love this set. This is a white whale. When did I get it? Like 2021, 2022? Anyways, I also had my custom Mantis over there, so I moved the Mantis and BD1 right here. So I really enjoy this shelf, but because I put these here, I had to move all my 3.75-inch stuff. So I had vehicles, I had like over here is where I put a lot of like the buildings and the vehicles, because where I display my 3.75-inch figures, there's not much room to put that stuff. So I did it here, but obviously I moved them, and so a lot of them had to go into storage. I brought out the Cantina again, like I mentioned, but there's just a lot of stuff in here that's in storage. And I mean, eventually, if I ever get my own house in the future, I'll have a lot more space. I'll have like a room dedicated to this stuff, and I'll be able to build shelves and just everything like that, and I'll get it all displayed. But in the meantime, I'll just keep it in this box here. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy I was able to find a place to put those figs, because, well, I mean, they had been sitting here for 2 weeks, but I also went on vacation for 2 weeks, so there wasn't anything I could do about that. So, and then we also have some Anakins here that are kind of just more for having, for if I need them or anything. I love Anakin figures. Also, over here, I did move my Lego clones down a shelf. So they were right here. I moved them down a shelf because now you can actually like see them, like you can see their torsos. Whenever they were right here, like I'm 5'9", 5'10", and I could kind of just, it was like this. You could just see their helmets. But now from up here, I can see more of them. So I'm pretty happy I did that. I love the colors of these guys, just looking at them. I love this display I got going on. Then we got some customs and just other clones in the front here. Some Black Series as well. Up here, I went ahead and displayed my Fortnite figures. So I love Fortnite. This has been, I was gonna say my main game. I did go through like a little period where I was basically just only playing Red Dead, but I've been playing Fortnite since 2018, season 4, and I also around that time started collecting the figures because I was like, I love this game. I hope they were gonna make figures. They made figures. So yeah, a lot of these I remember getting for Christmas back in the day. Some of them I recently picked up. I got that Rabbit Raider from Happy Pappies. Yeah, I just think that the skins and everything, like, that's one of my favorite parts of the game, is just the design, the cartoonish stuff, the original skins, everything like that. It's just so creative. So the figures really pop. And I also, back in those Christmas days, I got a lot of the building sets. So we have the wall back there. Actually, those are so hard to put together. Is it this thumb? No, it's this one. You can kind of see like a callus and a little bit of red, but basically this is still healing, but it was a whole blood blister that instantly formed after I banged my finger by trying to snap some of these pieces together. So yeah, it's dangerous. But the visitor I got at toy department, I showed that, and then I also sent, like a year ago, I got Summer Drift from Adelaide, Australia, which is kind of crazy. And then up here, I also had been keeping boxes up here, but I was like, why am I going to put boxes here? Like, that's real estate that I could be putting other stuff. So I just have some Black Series sealed figures that had been up here. A couple of these are still sealed. What's up there? Oh, the ghost. So I just put some stuff. We got some gaming stuff, Psycho Bandit, Edward Kenway. We got my 3 favorite wrestling figures I own there. My 2 favorite wrestlers. We got the custom KOTOR crew, Black Series Baby Yoda, the Beatles from the Beatles Yellow Submarine movie, and then some beautiful Black Series figures. These are like, at least these 2, Anakin and Obi-Wan, are my extras, so I can use them for anything. And then we have one of my favorites of all time, Shaka T. This figure is beautiful. And then we got Rex back there. So yeah, kind of just decluttering, you know, finding places for that stuff. I also decluttered down here. We got a custom Amy Winehouse there. And yeah, Wookiees and stuff. But there was just some more clutter down here that I cleaned up. We still got the, what are these? I forget what these guys are called. 182nd maybe? But we got them right. Oh, it literally says 327th. We got 327ths. And then I also rebuilt some of my Ninjago figs. I used to have a lot of these. I'm so sad. I used to have all 4 or 5, however many there were, of the original ones with the old style like ninja wrap headpiece, I guess. I lost them. I just lost them over time. But I was able to come into the parts bin and make 2 of the later, or like, yeah, later style Jane Lloyd. And then she's also the custom main character from KOTOR 2. So I just have those there for now. Yeah. This has been so useful, having everything organized for my figures. Yeah, because if I need, like, especially with me getting new figures and stuff, or they're new for me, but figures that, like 2008 Clone Wars figs, if I need a weapon, boom. If I need like, whenever I got the, or Clone Trooper Scythe, he came with this, but he actually needed a backpack, boom, had the backpack right here, just put that there. Like, it's so helpful. I got the extra cowl. I just keep the head right there, so if I want to switch it out, I got the head right there. Yeah, same thing with these, like, jetpacks and everything. It's just so nice. I get stands for figures, put them right there. It's just really, really convenient. And I'm just so happy. It was a cluttered mess beforehand. Over here, we just have some extra Lego parts. These go to R2-D2. We got some motorcycles. I use these to paint. And then these are just literally random figures that have nothing to do with anything. Armadillo from Minecraft, and then these are the display stands. I made that's Jojo Siwa. Yeah. Also, I don't know if I've ever shown this. John Cena retired, but I've talked about this before. I used to be a big WWE fan. Loved the video games. I never really watched it. I'd like watch it on YouTube, and I'd watch YouTube videos about it, but I never actually watched the actual program on TV. But I used to be obsessed with the video games, so my dad had pre-ordered 2K28 for me, and I just loved it. But I got a signed Cena thing, and then like the part of the ring, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait for GTA 6. I went to Hollywood for New Year's, and so that was really cool. Playing GTA 6 now, it's like, whoa, it's really cool. And then, yeah, we got all of the Bad Batch here hung up. Earlier in this year, I was able to get Omega for $5, which is so nice, because I had almost bought her multiple times, because, I mean, she technically is a part of the Bad Batch. She's a defective clone because she's female. And I just always held off. Like, I remember I went to the toy department and she was there for $13. And then I found her for $5 on at Ollie's. So maybe she was like $4. I mean, she was really cheap. So really happy about that. And then we have another sealed Anakin. I literally bought 3 of that figure. Yeah. But the thing is, I wanted to. I was I was saving my money purposely being like, okay, I'm gonna have to buy another Anakin because it's just such a cool thing that it came out. I also got a new poster. I got this while I was in LA. We stayed at the Roosevelt Hotel, and or it's the Hollywood Roosevelt. It's in Hollywood Boulevard. So it's right next to a gift shop and just all the shops. And they had a ton of posters. And they had this Fortnite Save the World poster. So this is actually Save the World, which is Fortnite's campaign, which I'm really into. And so it has all the main hero classes. So we got Ninja, Constructor, Outlander, Soldier, and yeah, everything like that. So that was really cool. It's pretty big, but I got it next to my TV, so whenever I'm sat there playing Fortnite, I can just look up and see them. There is a glare because the light's on right now, but I did run up to Michael's yesterday and get a frame for it because I like to frame my posters. As you can see, we got the Red Dead poster there, which is also framed with the same frames, just that one's bigger. And then we also have the same frame for the Complete Saga over here, which I remember making a video about earlier in the year. I had originally bought like a cheaper, like it was like 10 bucks poster frame, and it looked so crap. So definitely, guys, just buy nice ones. They don't cost too much money. Like this one, I don't know, 20 bucks. The one for the Fortnite, or the Fortnite poster was 30 bucks. And then yeah, 20 like or something like that. Like it's just best to do that. I frame my posters because I want them to last. If you don't frame them, they can tear. For instance, I mean, I'm not gonna frame these. I guess I could have, but like this is the map of Red Dead 2 that came with like if you pre-ordered Red Dead. And I've moved them multiple times, but I know you're not supposed to do this, and there's like freaking hair on this one, but I taped them, and you're supposed to use like sticky tack if you're not going to frame the poster, but I, was dumb and just used tape. I didn't know. So every time I move them, I have to like really slowly get all the tape up, and they rip over time and just everything like that. I mean, if you hang it up and just keep it there, it's fine, but I'm thinking ahead, being like, well, if I'm gonna ever move them and stuff, I just want them to be safe. But these are fine, honestly. I mean, these are already creased because they come folded up, but it also gives the look of like an actual map. So maybe in the future I might actually see. I'm saying I might actually frame it, but then like there's no way of getting that tape off that, So, and it's on that one too. It's also on the Ninjago poster that came with Ninjago City Gardens and the Los Santos poster. So kind of can't do anything about that, but hey, at least I got 3 posters here that are framed. Yeah, that one's sick. I love it. So that was really cool. I've looked up Fortnite posters before, and I've never found that one. And a lot of the Fortnite posters are like the Save the World loading screen, and they're very expensive online. So that was only 10 bucks. Yeah, I got some random figs here. And then I also wanted to show, nothing really has changed over here. I mean, I did get my new monitor, which I love. Oh, such a good upgrade. But we just got Dime Novel Legends, this stuff, my new controller. And then I also somewhat changed the Fortnite display. I just put Renegade Assault Trooper. Is that his name? Renegade Assault Trooper? I think so. Because it's Renegade Raider and Renegade Assault Trooper. Oh no, not Renegade. This is Aerial Assault Trooper. I put him here. Got him for 10 bucks at Happy Pappy's. I love this figure. It was so well made, so accurate. He's actually in the shop right now. They brought him back. He looks so good. Rabbit Raider is my only other like bigger Fortnite fig. And this guy came out like way after Rabbit Raider. So just the mold and the formula is so much better. It's very upgraded. And he also came out during the time where they went plastic free, so you couldn't actually see the figure. So it was a surprise opening him up, but he came with a clinger and a pickaxe and a back bling, and he just looks so cool right there. We got a sealed drift, and then my favorite Fortnite skin of all time, we got Tilted Technique. or no, not Tilted Technique. This is just Technique. They did make an updated version of her called Tilted Technique in like season 9, but yeah. So there's a Fortnite section there. We got John and Arthur, of course. Also, such a classic, the old Fortnite llama plush. So that's kind of my update, guys. Snowy outside, it's sunny. We also got a puppy. His name is Rowdy. He is so cute. He's a baby Cocker Spaniel. And so we've been playing with him. Took him to the vet this morning. He had to get a shot and he started crying a lot. But yeah, he's so cute. So anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit like. I'm excited for this year. You know, I'm optimistic about it. I don't know what God has in store for me this year. I don't know what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go or who I'm going to meet. But I do just want to walk into it with optimism and just contentment and happiness. Yeah, because I think I kind of lost the plot a little bit in 2025 towards the end. But that's okay. Like that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's like God puts us in, you know, hard times and stuff for a reason, for, you know, like it's stuff that it might be hard to understand in the moment, but then later on in your life you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy that happened, and I see now why that happened, because now I'm here, or now I'm utilizing what I learned in that moment in this way or for this situation. So yeah, I'm happy about 2026. I'm gonna turn 20 this year, and yeah, it's gonna be a good year. So anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.